This is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EIK WM France deck G4 5, and then we're playing G6 G7 with a rookie G6 G7 overlay, which is a new collection that Rookie has tried to change the, like, G6 G7 were made under the U to follow the U deck UVA deck structure from the A and B deck. Of course, that gives those decks a different feel than, for example, WM and France. So what Rookie's tried to do is to try to figure out what the deck structure is of WM and France, and then modifying G6 and G7 to fit those structures, and also in the process has used the opportunity to get rid of some potentially problematic cards, for example cards like Ashbringer, that kind of thing. So I'm playing against Lumin, JJ Lee 2929, and tpembo. So looking at this first pile, let's read Shifting Farmer. Whenever you build a room, you place it on a plowed empty field. If you do so, remove the field tile to pay 4 building resources less for the room. That card seems quite good. It seems extremely good. We've also got Animal Husbandry Worker and Perpetual Student here, but yeah, I mean, Shifting Farmer, your second action each round is a 4 resource action. Sounds pretty good. It's also a pretty solid reason to potentially go up to a stone house, because of course it can save you a bunch of stone. Alright, next up. Couple different ways we could go here. We've got cards like Veggie Lover, Gardening Enthusiast, Pipe Smoker, Land Agent. So a bunch of crop cards here. Journeyman for the potential stone house play, Treasure Hunter, Bard for building resources. So I think Pipe Smoker is pretty good, but I think I would need to take Pipe Smoker and wheel Gardening Enthusiast. Alternatively, I could take something like Treasure Farmer. Treasure Farmer I can do stuff with, or Treasure Hunter I can put resources out, and then because the thing is with Shifting Farmer, maybe I get something like the middle plow, and then I do build 3 rooms across the middle, and then that makes my farm layout awkward. So then Treasure Hunter helps to offset that. What else? Shifting Farmer, how does it work? Whenever you build a room. Yeah, whenever you build a room. So I can do it multiple times. So I can plow 4 fields and then return 4 of the fields for a bunch of rooms. So, oh man, I'm still not sure what I'm supposed to be taking here. Pipe Smoker with any source of grain looks really good. Veggie Lover I think is pretty good, although I think I take Gardening Enthusiast or Land Agent before Veggie Lover. I could take Treasure Hunter. Could definitely take something like Treasure Hunter. Let's take Gardening Enthusiast. So if I play Gardening Enthusiast, I plow 4 times, I sow bake once. I've got a planted grain and vegetable that early, and then hopefully we wheel a card like Veggie Lover maybe. Okay, so I think Overachiever is really good. Giant is kind of neat because we could, with Shifting Farmer, maybe our rooms come late. So we could do something like try to double grow with Giant. Go from 2 to 4 family members with 1 round. I like Overachiever though. I think Overachiever is quite good. Contractor, I mean, makes my rooms even cheaper. So with Contractor, I could pay 2 wood and 1 food per room, or 2 clay and 1 food per room, or 2 stone and 1 wood per room, 1 food per room. I'm going to take Overachiever here. I think Overachiever is really good. Overachiever will help me do stuff like build ovens. So, yeah. Wow, Vineyard Labor. Vineyard Labor and Stonecutter. Jeez, I could use both of these. Birthday Cake Maker. Whenever you take a family growth, you receive 5 food. Whenever another player, you may pay them 1 food or 1 building. You must pay them 1 food or 1 building resource from your supply. I see. Okay. I can take Vineyard Labor or I can take Stonecutter. Both are good options. Stonecutter, I think, works a bit better with Overachiever. And also, um, yeah, I mean, Vineyard Labor is good. It's quite good. Maybe Vineyard Labor is even better than Gardening Enthusiast. The thing I'm really hoping for now is a plow. Because plowing 4 fields is not enough. I really want to plow more than 4 fields. Oh, man. Stonecutter into Stone Rooms does seem really fun. Yeah, it does seem really fun. The question is, do I need anything else? Vineyard Labor is quite nice. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take Stonecutter. It helps me build clay ovens, you know, lets me do lots of cool stuff. Uh so I think Storehouse Minder is pretty good in this game. Yeah, I'm gonna take Storehouse Minder. This looks like a game where I want to accumulate resources to go up to a stone house, and then I'm gonna build a bunch of stone rooms with Shifting Farmer. So I'm really hoping for a plow now, some kind of plow. And if we can get grain and vegetable sown in the if we can get grain and vegetable sown in the early part of the game, um, that would be great. But I think that's not my number one priority. My number one priority is setting up, getting to a stone house. Welcome, Rylocran. So yeah, with Shifting Farmer, my stone rooms can cost, and now with Stonecutter, so Shifting Farmer saves 4 resources, Stonecutter saves 1, so I only have to pay 2 resources per room. So I could pay 2 stone, or I could pay 1 stone, 1 reed. And the nice thing about Storehouse Minder is I can let it accumulate stone and reed, and then collect all of them to build a bunch of rooms. Now, doing that is going to cost all my fields, but yeah, I'm not sure. Guarding Hunter, I'm a little lower on now, but so we wheeled Treasure Hunter. So Treasure Hunter is going to be pretty great. With Treasure Hunter, we can first move Treasure Hunter, and we don't actually have to get on the Reedstone food space. We can put out resources with Treasure Hunter to collect for our Storehouse Minder. So that looks pretty good here. Journeyman, I like Journeyman as well. And of course, Journeyman will feed us after we get up to our stone house. Am I going to need that food? I kind of like getting the building resources from Treasure Hunter. Yeah, I think the building resources from Treasure Hunter to set up Storehouse Minder are going to be pretty impactful. Who needs fields in a giant stone house? So I think the plan will be like put clay, stone, reed, something like that, and then plow these 4 fields, and then I can play Storehouse Minder, something along those lines. I mean, if we can get Reedstone food, that would be good, because that saves us probably a couple actions, but we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll figure it out. I like the idea of Treasure Hunter turning on Storehouse Minder. Really, though, I really wanted something like Trailblazer, something that made my field plowing a bit better. Hopefully we get a miner that makes our plowing better. If we could get a miner where we get... Prosecutor looks pretty good here. I might not play any improvements until I start building majors when I reno, so Prosecutor could save me on those. Ooh, machete is a thing. Machete is definitely a thing. It could get me a lot of grain this game. That would kind of take care of my feeding. I sort of wonder about underground shed. I thought underground shed was supposed to be removed by the overlay. I was looking at it. In overlay. Yeah, this is not working as intended because this card is here. And also, I think there was another card that I saw earlier that I thought, oh, I thought that one was removed. Where's the asterisks? If all the G6, G7, if there's an asterisk next to the card, it's currently included in the overlay and thus would be removed when the overlay collection is used to change the deck distribution. Yeah, so underground shed is not supposed to be here, but so I actually can build the well twice pretty easily with between stonecutter and prosecutor, and getting the 4 stables is pretty impactful. Although machete will be good. Like machete is a reason for me to play gardening enthusiast early. Although machete kind of goes against getting the storehouse minder set up a little bit. So I think I could go both ways here. I'm pretty intrigued by this underground shed. I think building the well a couple times could be pretty cool. Especially if it's really cheap for me. Like if the prosecutor is saving me 2 resources, stonecutter is saving me 1. And especially with overachiever giving me extra major improvement actions. Now it's very possible that the well gets built before I have a chance to, but if that's the case, we'll see. Yeah, I have a couple cards that I think are supposed to be removed. Shifting farmer. Farmer. Which deck is shifting farmer in? It's in G7. Would have underground shed would have wheeled? Yeah, it might have. Shifting, shift, 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 shift. Where's shifting farmer? I'm pretty sure people hate this card, and I understand why. It looks pretty strong. Although I haven't gotten any payoffs for plowing early. Like the only real payoff so far is treasure hunter, which is not great. Flower field. When you sow, you may sow on this card as if it were one field. You receive all of the goods on this farm. Oh, so this is Machete the miner. Yeah, so cards like flower field are going to be pretty good because I'm going to return my real fields. Cherry orchard, sow, plant 1 wood. Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, flower field looks fantastic here. Ooh. Ooh, transaction. Ooh, 1 building resource of each type you do not have in your supply. Ooh, that plus storehouse minder. Maybe we wheel it. We would need a really good way of getting the food, though. Let me look at this. Yeah, I'm confused by why these cards are in. I think they're supposed to be banned. Let's look at the rookie G7, G6, G7 overlay. I can look at that, but Maybe it just doesn't include these cards. I'm not sure. Punter. I haven't seen any plows yet. Acquisition list. Start of each harvest by the top good by paying 2 food, cattle, vegetable, boar, reed, wood, grain. 2 food is a little expensive, but it looks like a pretty powerful effect. Sheep market. I don't really have a reason to take sheep market. Grain shrine, though. Grain shrine could be good. Although you need the right resources for it. I do build grain shrine cheaper than normal with my stone cutter. Yeah, let's take grain shrine here. Yeah. Village school. Village school is pretty great with stone cutter. Looks great. Alright. So this hand can do a lot. It has a lot of flexibility. Chocolate here, I guess. I could play Slaughterhouse pretty cheaply, but chocolate is pretty good. Yeah, this hand with getting Village School tells me I shouldn't try to play all of my cards. That it's going to be better if I only play some of my cards. The problem is, all the cards I have so far are quite good. Now, Village School only cost me 1 reed with Stonecutter in hand. Okay, so things we're definitely playing. Stonecutter. Shifting Farmer. Are we going up to a stone house? I think it probably makes sense to. Probably makes sense to go up to a stone house and trying to build stone rooms. Because once you're in a stone house, you don't have to reno anymore, so you're saving resources from having to reno. Now, I don't have any great stone house payoffs, but yeah, I'm very intrigued by transaction here. The problem is if I do nothing but play occupations and plow, I'm not going to have any food. But transaction plus storehouse minder is a good interaction, I think. Like, I might even round 1 transaction. I might even round 1 day labor into transaction. Maybe not day labor, maybe 3 wood into transaction. And then I can play storehouse minder really early, and there we go. There's all my resources. And then I just start plowing. Plow 1 field, second move every round. Seems like with Flower Field and Grain Shrine, I should try to get grain going, so Gardening Enthusiast does seem worthwhile. Reedstone Food into transaction into storehouse seems ideal. Yeah, that would be good too. That's assuming I get Reedstone Food round 1. The thing is, though, the problem with playing transaction that early might be... maybe I'm supposed to hold on to transaction until later. I'm not sure. Because the thing is, I could play transaction after dumping all my resources onto my storehouse minder. So, like, if I get Reedstone Food and I get down to 1 wood and 1 clay somehow, then transaction just gives me all the resources back right away, which seems pretty nice. I have a lot of occupations to play. I'm gonna need food, so I think what we have to do is we have to set up the green vegetable field early, because we're gonna need. Well, okay. Maybe it depends on if we get the. Oh man, acquisition list seems pretty good, but I would have to play it really early to get full value out of it. Yeah, I think it costs a little too much food. We could take Ruins here. Ruins would be a pretty fantastic endgame card, or it's a fine card to throw away with Village School. Yeah. I can do a lot with this game. So I think we're probably not playing Treasure Hunter anymore. I think Treasure Hunter probably is losing out to Transaction, I think. Unless I want to play it late in the game to cover a bunch of spaces, I could do that. Not seeing any plows was unfortunate. I really wanted to see some plows. And of course I wanted some plow payoff aside from shifting farmer, but I didn't really get that. Gardening enthusiast is fine. Okay, well, the two resource actions I wanted are both gone. So let's go ahead and play. We probably just want to play Gardening Enthusiast here. Yeah. No real reason for me to play anything else yet. Gardening Enthusiast into Plow and Field. Switch my fields. Oh, so yeah, switch to the farms. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Lumin took Perpetual Student. Perpetual Student would have been pretty great for this, although I had to take Shifting Farmer, because Shifting Farmer is never coming back. Reverse Alpha. Wow, Lumin's doing some crazy stuff here. JJ Lee immediately playing Dry Pond. Yeah, that card seems kind of annoying. I guess it's passing, but yeah. Seems like a pretty good round one start player miner. Oh well, just as long as I get Plow, I don't really care. Yeah, so the thing about Grain Shrine is Grain Shrine is going to get me food. So I kind of want to get grain. I want to harvest grain and then sow it onto Flower Field. So that Grain Shrine in round 8 gets me 2. Although Flower Field empties itself in round 7. Then I would have to sow in round 8. I could do that. Okay, I don't really like any of the actions available to me here. This feels like... What should I be doing here? Sheep is out, so going for the first fireplace is good. I could definitely go for the first fireplace. I could play Treasure Hunter here. And then put wood, reed, stone, clay, reed. Something like that. Yeah, since I'm not getting since I'm getting occupation easily but not getting resources easily, seems like Treasure Hunter to get me the resources looks okay. And yeah, I think transaction is going to end up being a little too food expensive. Unless, if I get the first fireplace, definitely I'm playing transaction. But seems like I might not be. I might not get that. Large sun hat for tpembo. Plow, get a reed. So yeah, taking 4 clay is pretty good. Shifting farmer, yeah, it seems quite strong. And this is gonna be like one of the weakest shifting farmers. Imagine if I got like anything that triggers on plow a field. I didn't get anything that triggers on plow a field, except for treasure hunter. Imagine if I got anything that triggers on plow one field. But yeah, going for the first fireplace seems good. If I could get the first fireplace, that would be huge, because then I could actually use transaction. And it would also get me the food to continue to play occupations. Because I'm definitely going to have trouble playing all my occupations unless I get a really good source of food. Until I have the clay oven in play. And that's a ways away still. And I do want to get up to 4 occupations because I do want to play flower field. Oh, tpembo is going to be sad because I'm going to first move plow here. Or I could take clay. If I take clay, Lumin's going to build the fireplace immediately, right? There's no way that doesn't happen. In case it doesn't happen, I build the fireplace. Yeah, it seems like Storehouse Minder is not going to work here. I didn't get the right resources. Having to play Treasure Hunter was bad. Having to play Gardening Enthusiast early was bad. Not getting any Reedstone food actions. So I think probably we're not playing Storehouse Minder here. Also, Lumin did not build the fireplace, so I will really happily build the fireplace. I'm really happy to get that food. So I'm building the fireplace and then taking 3 sheep in round 4. And then 3 sheep in round 4 and also sowing. Seems okay. Seems like a mistake on Lumin's part. Lumin does have Perpetual Student. So I'm guessing Lumin just thinks he doesn't need the sheep. That's my guess. So tpembo is going to plow, trigger his large sun hat. So we're hoping family growth comes late because we're definitely not going to be building rooms until pretty late. Shifting farmer has to be empty fields, right? Plowed empty field, yep. Go ahead and build the 2 clay fireplace here. Whoops, it ate the clay off of my farm. Can't use sow bake. Am I sowing on my fields? Yes, I'm gonna sow on my fields. I'm gonna sow on these, and I'm gonna plow more. I'm gonna still plow more fields that I can build on. Looks like Lumin will be the first to build. Yeah, so unfortunately no Play-agricola today. I get to signal field doctor, which is kind of funny. Yeah, that's sort of the plan. Make people afraid of it. Oh, JJ Lee just fenced. Oh, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Oh, I thought JJ Lee was setting up for taking 2 reed next round with his first move, Winter Deadwood. Oh, that's irritating. I did pass animal husbandry worker. Hmm. So he's gonna first move take the 3 sheep. So does he have benefactor, I guess? What other reasons are there to do this? Benefactor or the discount rooms from pastures? Yeah, so this means I have to take 4 food fishing or 4 food traveling players, which is quite a bit weaker. Yeah, so if family growth is round 5, Lumin wins. It's just like that's where we're at here, unfortunately. Oh well. I am contributing to that being the case. So I worked for that. So I had a couple really bad moves here. The 4 clay into the fireplace, that's just a totally dead round that didn't contribute to my setup at all. And then the treasure hunter has not really done anything for me yet. So I've just had a bunch of dead moves that have been bad, really slowing me down. Especially building the fireplace and then not getting the sheep, it hurts my potential prosecutor. Like, oh man. Oh, JJ Lee does have benefactor. Okay, so that's something for sure. That's something. So tpembo looks like he can build the well already because he got reedstone food 3 times in stage 1. Could even get reedstone food a 4th time here. So that really sucks. Kills my underground shed. Ah. Hey, Dumba. Yeah, this is bad. This has gone really badly for me. So feed 4 and harvest. So okay, benefactor is good for JJ Lee. That puts a lot more pressure on Lumin in his first room. So that's good. But it was devastatingly bad for me to spend the whole round building the fireplace and then not getting it. Ooh, Lumen's going to start player raspberries here. That's interesting. He's really going to have to sit on... So if failure growth is round 7, it's going to be really good for JJ Lee, but it'll be good for me as well. Give me time to set up what I want to do. So yeah, I want to get 2 more occupations in place so I can play flower field. Ideally, I think I want to be sowing and playing flower field. Sowing onto the flower field in round 7. I think that should be a goal. We're going to throw away Storehouse Minder. We're probably throwing away Prosecutor. But I can play the other 3 occupations here. I can definitely play Stonecutter and Overachiever. Yeah, Lumin had to start player again. Yeah, JJ Lee's card, that occupation, that one wood miner that gives you 4 food, that's a pretty annoying card as well. Really encourages you to sit on start player. Okay, well, I can take 5 clay here to set up for renovating. I could also plan to play an occupation here. I could plow and then second action reno. But I don't have an improvement to play on reno except for transaction. Well, I guess I could play chocolate. Let's plow first move either way. Thought I had Renaissance Man. Yeah, with Transaction, Renaissance Man would have been good. I was thinking about setting up Transaction Storehouse Minder. But I had too many dead actions. I wanted resource actions. I didn't want to play I was forced to play occupations twice. I wanted Reedstone Food or 3 wood round 1. Was forced to play an Ock. And then round 2, I wanted anything other than 2 reed or Ock. And I got 2 reed or Ock. So that was too bad. I think I'm going to Reno here. I can Reno play chocolate here. And that gets me my food for to continue to play occupations. Well, in this game, it would be particularly good because my stone rooms are going to cost me one stone or 2 stone and 1 reed or 0 reed. So getting a stone and a reed every harvest would be like getting the resources for a room. Unfortunately, I didn't commit to the storehouse minder. I was of multiple mines, and then also the large sun hat coming out meant that tpembo was going to compete with me for plow. So I thought, oh, I can go for the sheep, and that would be good, but. Yeah, family growth coming round 7 is good for me. Good for JJ Lee too, though. Bad for Lumin. Definitely bad for Lumin. While Storehouse Minder is a better card than Butterfly Catcher. So I think I'd probably first move play Stonecutter here. tpembo plows again. So I'll go ahead and play Stonecutter here. Actually, maybe I should read Stone Food and then second move Stonecutter. Or do I play both my occupations this round and then try to Reno? I do want to sow onto the flower field before this next harvest so that I can set up Grain Shrine, because Grain Shrine is not going to be very impactful without it. I kind of need Reedstone Food to Reno. Reedstone Food into Stonecutter. I don't have time for flower field, unfortunately. It's too slow. Unless I sow on it in round 8. I could sow on it in round 8. But then I don't get to use the wood conversion. But maybe I don't need the wood conversion in round 8. Alright, let's do this. Reedstone Food. Reedstone Food into Stonecutter. And then I can play Overachiever and Reno Flower Field in round 7. Park Start is not a winning look, no. Do you like Braggart? Oh, good. That's smart of you, Domba, to like Braggart. Lumin pulls out Land Agent. So I think my round 8 is sow and play Grain Shrine. No, I don't have enough resources for Grain Shrine. I'm 1 clay short. Damn it. Well, maybe I don't play Flower Field then. I guess I could play Village School on... No, I can't play Village School on Reno. Yeah, I'm just a little short of doing everything that I want to do, unfortunately. Play Stonecutter here. Just a little short every time. I think I have to ignore Grain Shrine. Well, the problem is Grain Shrine is going to get me food, and I'm going to need food for the round 9 harvest. And I feel like Grain Shrine is the best way to get it. If I could get 2 sheep out of Grain Shrine in round 8, and then also get more out of it in round 10, like that would be pretty strong. The alternative is I play Overachiever and try to get a family growth action, but I'm not going to get a family growth action. There's no way. Yeah, unfortunately, there's two. Yeah, I had too many dead actions in stage 1, which is just killing my game totally. Which is very frustrating. Very frustrating. So I guess I can pick up the sheep. The sheep are not, it's not like anyone else really wants the sheep. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry, Domba. I got it. Um, I could take Clay. So if I play Prosecutor, then I could build an improvement. No. No, because the problem is these two have not played any improvements yet. I have to think here. Um, yeah, the clay action is not very good to take here. Plowing again, and I could plow and then Reno. No, I don't want to plow and then Reno. The problem is I still need to Reno, and I need to play 2 occupations. I have way too much to do. Well, I definitely am gonna want to take the sheep at some point. And I'm gonna want to plow. Maybe I just plow and take the sheep this round, and I don't Reno. And then on Reno, what would I play? Then I could still try to set up Grain Shrine, I suppose. I'd have to take Clay first. I could still set up Flower Field on Reno. Why not 3 sheep? I'll take 3 sheep with my second action. I don't think JJ Lee's taking the sheep. Ooh, Lumin begged one. Also played Business Tutor. Oh, are you kidding me? Lumin first pick Business Tutor. Oh, I would have liked that card so. That card would have been perfect. Would have been so perfect for like my Flower Field and my Grain Shrine, and then Reno playing my Shifting Farmer and Overachiever. Oh, that card would have been perfect for me. Oh man, that is very irritating to know that that card was in the draft, but it did not get to me. I mean, to be fair, Lumen first picked it, but maybe I don't have to take the sheep here. Maybe I can take 4 sheep next round. What would I do? Eat a raw grain? Eating a raw grain doesn't seem very good. But it would let me do something like Reedstone Food, which would let me play Village School on Reno. And Village School on Reno would be good. But I don't have that many cards to Village School away. You just do a Cooking Hearth upgrade here. Cooking Hearth upgrade would be fine. Oh, we'll take the sheep. Let's not risk the sheep. Yeah, it sucks. Okay, so this round is shifting farmer and then Reno. The problem is I can't even build. Yeah, I'm not growing in round 10. I'm not growing until round 11 because I have to take resources before I can even build. So maybe don't play shifting farmer, take 3 wood and then Reno Village School. And then after playing shifting farmer, I am threatening the build room space. Although 4 reed is better than 3 stone because I can pay reed instead of stone. So yeah, take 4 reed and then build a room. Or 4 reed and then Reno. So yeah, each of my rooms cost me 2 resources. So yeah, I can spend 2 reed each time. Plow, take the clay, Reno, grain shrine. Yeah, although the grain shrine is only one resource at this point. I think I like playing village school here, Gray. I do have enough food for the next harvest right now, so I don't have to take food again, which is good. I could still theoretically set up grain shrine for the end of round 10, but the wood conversion is not good for me anymore. I was really hoping to collect from flower field, because if I collect from flower field, then turning 2 grain into a couple wood would be good, but didn't end up happening. So I didn't pull it off. Lumin has a way to get rid of that beggar. He took, I'm sure he took a holiday present. So Lumin's not going to be stuck with that beggar. We're going to see him get rid of it. The well's still available. If I could have gotten the well, that would have been nice for my underground shed. Especially because I rebuild it pretty easily. I can play underground shed with my miner and then overachieve the well. It's still theoretically available, but tpembo pretty sure is going to build the well. Although I thought that a long time ago, so we'll see. If I would need 3 stone to build the well. So yeah, I would need 3 stone to build the well. So there's no way for me to get enough stone with 1 move. I'll stone play village school here. So it costs me 2 reed, 1 stone. And then next round I play shifting farmer, threatening to build 2 rooms. And I can toss a resource for village school to get to build both those rooms. It would be nice to build 3 stone rooms, but stone rooms will require an extra resource action. Time to play Journeyman? Yeah. Thanks for the reminder, Rylokren. Although I don't really need food, to be fair. I have enough food for the next harvest. Chocolate is getting me the food to play my next two occupations. What I really need is help. I need help playing my occupations. Like if I could start player shifting farmer here, that would be quite good. Because then I'd force tpembo to stable block me. I'm gonna go ahead and play shifting farmer here. So I don't have to build this round. I could set up building next round, because if I do build next round, then no one can grow in front of me in round 11. And tpembo can grow round 11 before me either way. So yeah, that's where we're at. Second action, building a room, not looking all that good. But what I can do is I could take reedstone food, and then I can triple build round 10. Yeah, could do something like that. Or yeah, reedstone food. Plowing only gets me one stone, and I need 5 resources. I need a combination of 5 reed and stone, and plowing only gets me one stone. This is where, imagine if I had even get a stone every time you plow, anything like that. This would be ridiculously good. Or if I had something like fresh dirt worker and I had been collecting resources each round from empty fields. Yeah, Lumin needs a bunch of reed before he can beat me to build a room again. So I think we're good to take reedstone food here, feed 4. And then I can triple build next round. Triple build, and then maybe take stone, and then try to occupation overachiever before family growth round 11. Although I'm gonna need food for to be able to play overachiever. Unless I build an oven. If I could build an oven, that would be great. So I could, if I can afford the stone oven. I'm gonna need one more stone before I can afford the stone oven. No, I'm gonna need more than one stone. I'm gonna need a lot of stone. I'm gonna need a clay action to be able to. Yeah. So Lumen's building the clay oven here. So we're pretty screwed. Unfortunately, that's the way this game is going. We needed very specific actions in stage 1, and we didn't get them. So unfortunately, this game is over. And the animal husbandry worker totally killed us. That fact that we didn't get those sheep. We put the whole round in to get those sheep, and then didn't even get them. Like, oh man. And I've not taken wood the whole game. I was hoping to get wood from Grain Shrine, but we're going to struggle even to plow. Well, not my best game. I mean, I first picked Shifting Farmer, and then I feel like I didn't. I needed a card like Business Tutor. I needed something that really pushed me to all in on the stone room strategy. Didn't really get there. Too bad. Or even something like Hill Farmer. Hill Farmer would have been really good. Anything that rewards me for plowing early in the game. Oh well. Any plow, riding plow would have been pretty good. Man, I would have loved riding plow. Tpembo is gonna build the well. Yeah, that killed my underground shed. Seems like whenever I take well or well upgrades, it's always one person that ends up with every Reedstone food action in stage 1, which really sucks. Okay, so I want to play Overachiever. I want to build rooms. I guess I could set up my feeding this round. So I could play. I could set up Overachiever this round. So I have one free move, and then I'm setting up build into Family Growth round 11. So if I'm gonna build into Family Growth round 11, I can play a major improvement that feeds my family. So I could play something like Stone Oven. But taking 5 clay is not enough for Stone Oven because it doesn't feed me on its own. I could upgrade my fireplace to a cooking hearth and eat a vegetable and a sheep. I could do that. Nope, there's no more cooking hearths available. Well, I could eat a sheep and a vegetable and some other one food thing. I could just take 5 food traveling players. And then on Overachiever, I play. I don't know. What do I even play on Overachiever? I don't have the 1 stone to play Stone Oven or the 1 clay. I need 1 clay. Sorry, I need 1 clay and 1 stone to be able to play the Stone Up. Wait, no, do I? Village School, Stone Cutter, Village Student, Village School, Stone Cutter, Overachiever. That saves me 3 stones. So I could just take clay here and then build the Stone Oven. And then if the Stone Oven gets built, I'm in a really bad spot. I could maybe build the pottery, I suppose. Take 5 clay here. If only I got a plow. Yeah, I needed a plow or something. You know what I was kind of hoping for? I was kind of hoping for card. I was kind of hoping for like something like plow with the 3 middle fields. I can't remember what that card's name is. I was kind of hoping for something like that. Something that gives you, like, makes plowing badly. I have to build this round if I want to use Village School on my grow. Oh, good point. Thank you, Gray. Because, yeah, it's once per round, right? No, isn't it once per turn? I think it's once per turn, so it'd be okay. Yeah, no, I could Village School and I can do both. Don't buy it. Losing hit is a marketing ploy. I mean, I don't really expect people will watch. It would be cool if, there were 3 people trying to snipe me in the last week. That's all I'm hoping for. Maybe get some good games in the last week. Most of the month will not change. Once per round for some reason, yeah. I mean, if Cheap Occupation doesn't come back, I'll build my rooms. Man, this hand has some great interactions, but didn't get there. Like, transaction into Storehouse Miner seems amazing, But I needed sheep to come out in round 1 or major miner to come out in round 1 so that I could all in on that fireplace. I needed some source of food. Even borrower. Borrower would have been really good. Borrower would have let me eat all that. Or almshouse or something. Something that'll let me eat all my food. And not have to worry about feeding. So it looks like build is safe. Unless someone has like farm steward or something, but I'll play overachiever here. So that's the last of my chocolate food. So I think the plan now is we're gonna build these 3 rooms. We're gonna leave this space open so that I can plow these 2 fields, and then these guys all become occupied spaces. So then if I do manage to pull off animal husbandry worker by some miracle, I can fence these 5 spaces, leave only 2 fields, and then these 3 spaces are all occupied by treasure hunter. Might want stables. Yeah, he might. But someone would have to start player for JJ to go before me next round, which seems unlikely. Although Lumin could go for the stone oven, although pretty sure with business tutor, Lumin's focused on getting to the stone house. It is possible that someone does like first move 3 stone and then second move stone oven, and that would be incredibly bad for me. Is he gonna pass me winter deadwood? I'd appreciate that. Be stuff for me to throw away. Oh, Lumen's gonna start player. Well, I guess it might be Reno. If it's start player though, that's could be very bad. It's Reno. Okay. Dung collector. Not really very good for Lumen here. Other one is vineyard labor. Yeah. The thing is, I didn't really need the early wood for this game. And the problem with shifting farmers, you can't actually sow onto the fields. Wonder if Lumen's going to play Journeyman here. Alright, so looks like we get to grow this round, which is a relief. It was not guaranteed. I think I probably only bake 1 grain. I do a flower field. Oh, I can't like stack them. I was trying to stack them together there. That's not how that works. Alright, 3 rooms. Get rid of 5 of these. We'll toss storehouse minder. And 4 reed, 1 stone. Something like that, take away big fences as an option. Oh, you're saying because of like fencing 8? Well, I think if I'm fencing, I'm most likely probably fencing like 10 in this little space. I want to leave these 3 resources since I'm so wood starved. I'm going to leave these 3 resources as points. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Unless I wanted to build a 6th room, but I have no reason to build a 6th room, so. Alright, so we're family growthing. I can play flower field, and then we're gonna overachieve the stone oven. Should I overachieve the pottery? Nah, let's overachieve the stone oven. And you know what? So I spend 1 clay, I save 1 overachiever, 1 stone cutter, 1 village school. And you know what? I should bake too, because I don't want to eat my sheep, because if I don't eat my sheep, it's probably 2 points at the end of the game. Bake 2, and then I can feed 5. Yeah, and then I could overachieve build the pottery. Yeah, pottery seems good. Underground shed should be the pitch. Oh, it will get pitched, yeah. I mean, dry pond I'm not going to use anymore, so. And everyone's seen it, so I'm not revealing anything. Lumin's got Journeyman, yeah. Yeah, I could have taken Journeyman. I took something over it. Whatever my 6th pick was. Was that Treasure Hunter? Did I take Treasure Hunter over Journeyman? So JJ Lee's a start player. Certainly, so we have 3 moves next round. Last one should be Reno or Family Growth Pottery, assuming JJ Lee does not build the pottery here, which he might build the pottery with his last move. 6 wood would be great if it's still available. 6 wood would be really good. Don't really want 2 cattle. I mean, plow sow would be really good, but there's no way we get plow sow. JJ Lee will plow sow if it comes up. I guess I could start player, keeping plow sow in mind. But the problem is I don't really have a miner to start player on. I'm going to want to use all my miners on my remaining 2 family growth actions, so. I could maybe just plow one field. Plow one field would be an okay option. Because I do want to do a sow action. I'd like to at least get my grain sown onto flower bed so that I could do a sow bake action in the final harvest. Or in the final round. Although the well, I mean the bake action would be the sow action would still be useful. Oh, Godfather is giving him the grain. Nice. That's handy. Yeah, what else would have been good for me this game? Something that helped me discount my rooms even more. Like something like Carpenter that made the rooms totally free. If I could have comboed Carpenter with Stonecutter and Shifting Farmer, then all my stone rooms would have been free. And then if I get a plow, well then that's the case where I can make like nine stone rooms. And then even if you found the growth really late, that'd be okay because you've set up so many points for yourself. 5 stone rooms is probably not going to be enough. And the fact that I did take resources for them a couple times was not good. Alright, Plowsow came out. So Plowsow's getting taken by JJ. So I just need if tpembo passes me 6 wood, then that is a lot better. That's quite good if I get 6 wood. So tpembo could take the 2 cattle. Or start player. tpembo could start player. Oh, Machete Cherry Orchard, nice combo. I forgot about that when I was passing it. I passed that combo to Lumin. Should not have. Hey, Team Pemo did start player. Okay. I'm pretty happy to take the 6 wood. tpembo setting up Plowsow or Family Growth? I guess we'll see if tpembo takes crops, it's Plowsow. If tpembo takes wood, then I would guess it's probably Family Growth. Liquid manure seems like Plowsow, yes. But you never know. Could just be the miner that he has available to himself. Yes, I don't really care about Family Growth even without room. I'm going to Family Growth with this move, just because I don't want JJ Lee to build the pottery. Pottery would be nice to build. So yeah, Overachieve saves the stone and Stonecutter saves the stone. So I don't even have to throw away any cards to play it. So I could throw away a card to play something like Grain Shrine here. I could throw away a card to save the wood on Grain Shrine. Toss, save wood. So pay a clay, and then build the pottery for 2 clay. So then Ruins with our last overachiever seems like a good option. Lumin fencing 14. Not 15? Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, 15 makes more sense. If I could fence 15, I have a chance, but it's unlikely. So yeah, I can play Ruins for 1 stone. The problem is I need to take stone to play Ruins, and it's probably not worth it. I could play Transactions first. Transaction, buy the stone, and then play Ruins on Family Growth. If I decide that I don't want to build like the Basket Maker's Workshop or whatever. Because I could take 3 reed and then build the Basket Maker's Workshop and have 1 reed to convert with. Slaughterhouse, or as Nathan likes to say, Slaughterhouse for JJ Lee. I don't really want to take 2 wood. I did say I want to sow at some point. Kind of want to sow both my vegetables though. I think sow here is okay. Yeah, we want to trigger our flower field, flower bed, so seems fine. So I need to feed with not baking, so clay from the pottery gets me to 5. If I did build the Basket Maker's Workshop, that would get me to 8. Then I would just need 1 more food total. If I'm going to spend any food on transaction, that has to be accounted for as well. But there'll be a couple 4 food actions available, so maybe I just do a 4 food action. It gets me the 2 extra food plus the 2 food for transaction. Might be okay. So after taking start player, tpembo didn't take grain, didn't take vegetable, and has plowed a field. So I think Pembo might family growth next round. I mean, if he last moved day labors here, then it's probably plow sow, but I don't know. Seems weird. I would have definitely, if I was setting up for plow sow, I would have definitely tried to get vegetable and grain here. Sowing the grain is not super impactful if you're not also going to sow it in round 14, but if you're going to have to take grain eventually anyways. Okay, he does take vegetable. Yeah, okay. So I think I first move take plow 1 field. Because I'm not going to get plow sow, and I don't want to first move plow next round. I want to first move sow bake. So I think I'm first move plowing here. And we can put markers behind these so that the spaces are occupied. I wonder where Veggie Lover ended up. It's got to be JJ Lee, right? With all those crops, with 7 vegetables, he's got to have Veggie Lover, I would assume. Lumin takes the 2 boar over family growth. Interesting. Is Lumin kind of food tight, I suppose? JJ Lee certainly doesn't seem to be. Yeah, sheep market. Yeah, might indicate Veggie Lover. So I probably have to use both my moves to take wood, don't I? Although I can't. I need food. Unless I don't family growth this round. But family growthing probably is going to be worth it. Hard to see that it wouldn't be. I have a very good improvement score, but the problem with this game is I don't have much else that's good. Very good improvement score. I mean, 5 family members, 5 stone house, 5 stone rooms, but I needed more. I'm not going to end up with very many crops. My vegetable score should be fine, but the rest will be unspectacular, I would say. I think I'd probably take 3 wood here in case I'm forced to first action fence. The extra 3 wood is an extra 2 points, so it seems good. And then maybe next move take 4 food somehow, 4 food, and then last action family growth. Or I could take 3 reed in last action family growth. The 3 reed is only marginally better. No, it might not even be better than Basque Maker's Workshop. It's probably better just to play Ruins and not take the 3 reed. It's probably better just to take the 4 food fishing. 4 food fishing, and then I can transactions buy a stone. Wait, does that work? If I take 4 food fishing, 7 food, transactions buy a stone down to 6, I eat a clay, I'm going to be 1 food short. Oh, damn it. So that means eating a vegetable, which is too bad. And it is probably worth it to play Ruins. It's 3 points. Yeah. I guess I could play Transaction and then build the Basque Maker's Workshop if it's still available. Because I can save 2 stone, and then the reed can be saved by tossing Prosecutor. But then I don't have a reed left over to actually buy. Yeah. Transaction into Basque Maker's Workshop. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I could do that. Yeah. Because I'm pretty likely to get 4 wood next round. The problem is, I don't know if I'm actually going to get a fence action. JJ Lee wants to fence next round. tpembo looks like he's setting up for Reno fence. But if JJ Lee doesn't fence with this last action, then we're going to be forced to first action fence. But yeah, so what I could do is I could transaction by reed stone. And then I overachieve a reed and stonecutter a stone, and then toss ruins for another reed. So then I would have a reed to eat in the harvest. Yeah, so I guess that's marginally better. It might be equivalent. If it's the 15th fence, then it's way better, but it's probably equivalent because I think it's going to be difficult for me to take wood and then get a fence action. Unless JJ Lee fences here. But the thing is, if JJ Lee doesn't fence, he might be banking on the fact that I'm forced to last action fence with this move. And also tpembo might build the Basque Maker's Workshop with his next move. I think it's unlikely, because I think he's probably setting up for double Reno. He'll probably Reno something else, so that he can Reno fence in the last round. Lumin's got to play his holiday present in the last round. We have to keep that in mind. Yeah, the fact that I can eat the read from Basque Maker's Workshop might swing it in the favor of Basque Maker's Workshop over playing Ruins. JJ Lee's gonna Reno Moor Pond here. No, not Reno. Start player Moor Pond. I thought start player was taken. I guess not. Oh, JJ Lee can't fence anymore. Huh. So he's probably got some way to build that room, I'm guessing. JJ Lee's probably got experienced farmer or whatever. And then tpembo's gonna Reno. Okay, no, he did move. He did move the field. Yeah. Well, I can force JJ Lee to not. Like, the Reno fence 10 is not great for me. I'm gonna force JJ Lee to pick between fencing and doing other stuff. And same thing with tpembo. By RS. Stonecutter, S over achieve R, toss save R. Toss prosecutor. Clay R, 4 food, feed 9. Yeah, fencing 10 is not all that great for me, so I think this is okay. Yeah, blocking offenses. Yeah, but then he changed it. He realized. Yeah, so we have a whole bunch of cards that are supposed to be removed. Yeah. Rookie first move ran offense. tpembo first move took 5 wood. That's kind of irritating. Now I have a choice between Plowsow and Fence. I guess Plowsow is quite a good move for me. Yeah, I can Plowsow, and then I can go back and build stables later. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like shifting farmer is supposed to be removed. Because if we look at the list, what was the other one? Moor Pond. Moor Pond is supposed to be removed. It's got an asterisk. So joinery is 5 points. So I could toss ruins to play joinery. So it is 1 more point compared to building stables. Building stables, I could take boar, lets me take boar, but I'm gonna need food. So I think building the joinery is marginally better because it gets me food. And also it gives me the option of plowing 1 field for 2 points. But yeah, my last couple moves have to be all taking food. Otherwise I'm going to end up eating all of my points. So 4 clay is a point and 2 food, so that's going to be a pretty good action. So that'll get me up to 5. Reedstone food gets me up to 9, and then I could eat a raw grain or 2 raw grain. So clay, reedstone food, and then plow or take the other clay action. Yeah, there's the vestiges of a really good game in here, but I screwed up stage 1 too much. I needed very specific actions, and I didn't get them. Also, maybe needed some different miners. Not getting a single plow was quite harmful. Gluten-free baker, great card. Great card. I have to remember that I also need to return a grain and a vegetable for gardening enthusiast. Had problems with banlist and GDEX in the past. Normally they work very consistently for me, but I wonder. Lumin had 3 collections here: Kimball banlist, Lumin banlist, and Rookie overlay. So I wonder if there's something broken there. Lumin plays Holiday Present, of course. So yeah, clay, 2 clay actions or a clay action and a plow action. So I'm going to have an okay score. It's going to be in the 40s, but the winner's going to be into the 50s, so not enough. Like, what do I score? Do I score like 45 here? I guess I've got 4 unused spaces and a negative from pastures and 2 negatives from animals. So that is significant, but I have a lot of points from my improvements. Like 2 point here, 2 points there. No, only 1 point there. 4 clay and then plow. Sure. So a wood, a clay, a reed is 7 food, and then 2 food and a grain. Wood, clay, reed. FFG, return GV. So I have whatever I score plus 3. So I just used a bunch of points there. So 46 final. And JJ Lee 53. Yep. Yeah, that going second after Lumin with round 7 family growth was incredibly good, and the riding plow was amazing, and yeah, veggie lover at the end there. Yep. Yeah, there's like a really good game here somewhere. Really good game in here somewhere, but yeah, like Overachiever is really good. Overachiever Stonecutter is really good. Yeah, we tied for second with Lumin. So, man, I can't believe I tied for second in this game. Now, we were not really close to the leader, but yeah. If I had riding plow in this game. Oh, tpembo says 47. So he beats Lumin and I. So Lumin and I tied for last. Yeah, Lumin got screwed over by round 7 family growth, and I got screwed over by my minor improvements, basically. And action order in stage 1. In stage 1. Yeah, for how many fields I plowed early, the fact that I don't end with maxed crop points is a big problem with gardening enthusiasts. I should end up with maxed crop points. Something like Spring Worker would have been quite good. Something that gave me consistent sow bake actions without having to use multiple moves. That would have been really nice. Now, again, the problem with Shifting Farmer is I need empty fields, but yeah, maybe I should have taken Machete a lot higher. I guess I really thought Underground Shed was going to be massive. Especially with Stonecutter, I thought, oh, I can probably pull off the room or the well. I think I'll probably do another game. If there's another game forming, I'll do another one. I missed a couple days in a row. So I could definitely do another game. Let's go form another game. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. And if you're watching live on Twitch, we'll try to set up another game. See you in a bit.